Unfortunately, we have a problem. Warning, I have no experience in DIY. I'm converting my garage into a studio and a workshop. This video may make you extremely upset in several different ways, but I'll try my best to learn from my mistakes. Please do not copy anything I do in this video series, as you may hurt yourself. If you do have any feedback, advice, or comments, please leave them down below. Let's crack on. I want to say welcome, episode 6, 7. Hello. My little girl's just having breakfast. She waved to me. She can see me through the glass. Hello and welcome. We are making some progress today. Do you know why? Yeah, would you look at that? We've got windows. Oh my gosh. Window frames, should I say. So we got one window frame, 2 window frames. We've got a double door sill, I believe they call it. I don't really know. And then I've also got the big door bad boys as well. Speaking of, here's that big bad boy double door right there. I think it's going to fit. I hope so. Right, okay. So just to quickly run through this, Lee has measured. Well, I say both of us because if something goes wrong, then
you held the boys' end of the tape measure.
I held the boys' end of the tape measure. So we measured from one side of the garage over to the other side of the garage, and we came up with 6220, 6230.
6230.
And then we've got our halfway point, which is here. So here is exactly our halfway point along this wall, which is where the center of the door is going. And then Lee has now just marked out, I'm assuming here and here.
Yep, that's the width of the door.
This is the width of the door. So that's where the door is going to be on its garage. And then we haven't worked out the window stuff yet.
No.
But we are going to put brick in between the door
and the window.
And a window. But we don't know what size and stuff we're going for yet, do we?
No, I think get the door in and see what you want to
just go from there. So starting with the door. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the door.
We're going to cut some holes.
I would love to cut some holes.
Cut some holes and support the roof.
That's all I'm good for, mate. Lee, do you want another coffee?
Oh, I'd love one, please.
Yeah, please. Right, what are you doing now then?
I'm taking this window out.
So you're removing these bad boys?
What I want to do is take this window out, and this window out, and this window out, right? So that we can square these lines across there. We'll leave this post in for now.
So we'll leave the post in, but we're going to take this window, this window, this window.
Yeah, so we can square across.
And you don't think this is providing any support?
These aren't, but this is.
Okay, so even this as well, sorry.
I'll take this out, yeah.
Take it out? Okay.
Take it out.
Do I need to undo them or we just leave them?
Yeah, you can undo them actually. So this is what's holding the glass in, as well as the putty.
Do you mind if I have a go and do these ones in a second?
If you could just put your hand on there for a second, just in case.
When you say just in case, to stop it from falling out here?
Yeah, we don't want it to fall out.
So is it more than likely going to fall this way than that way?
Yeah, because there's wood behind there.
I see what you're saying.
So I'm going to go the other side.
Okay.
If you can just keep your hand on there flat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tap very gently, see if we can get this glass out without it breaking.
So that's all of it. That's all of what was holding it in is out now.
Pardon?
That's all. Is there any glue? Is there?
No, it's putty.
Ah.
Just keep your hand against it. Can you take that glass out now?
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't believe it's as easy as that.
Take the sides out.
Yeah.
So just
So you no hammer, nothing. You
no, just a little. Just get behind it.
Okay, fine. And what?
Nice and gentle because of the glass.
I was going to say
that one, bottom one, then the top one, and then I'll tap the glass on the other side.
Well, that hurts, mate. How do you wiggle it or what?
Try the corner.
That's where I'm at.
The corner of the crowbar.
Ah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Right.
Found that easier, to be fair, to just push in the corner like you said. And then same for the top, is it?
Yeah.
There she goes. Oh, do you want me to go the other side?
I'll go in.
No, okay.
Put your hand, because you got the glove.
Oh, okay, fine, yeah.
Just thinking about my own safety.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's the first time you've done that.
Told you the other day I was twitchy back glass, didn't I?
So what are you doing now?
Going to cut this frame out here.
Can I hammer that up or something?
Yeah, get a crowbar under it or something like that.
Like that.
See why I cut it at an angle?
So that way it breaks easier.
So it just lifts upwards.
What about the frame? Should I take this part off as well?
We're just going to take off.
Or is it just this bit?
You got your door there.
Yeah.
It's how far you now want, where you want your
I
windows.
want to try and keep it as close as possible, I think. So I want the smallest brick possible that's going to do a job of at least supporting. Reason being, I'm sure you can understand, is then I can maximise the space either side of the window. So I think just, yeah, one brick stack if possible. Do you think that's reasonable?
Sounds good to me.
We've only got a handful of these, but I'm assuming we can buy...
We can buy house bricks.
And...
Oh, we got this.
Oh, if we don't break it?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to break. When,
So
we
you
take,
think
these, when we take these out, I don't think they're going to break.
Are they going to be solid enough
We'll be able
for
to use them.
what we need?
We'll be able to use them, yeah.
And then if we render anyway, it doesn't matter what they look like,
No,
does it?
as long as we've got enough to fill in this gap here.
Which, looking at it,
Probably.
and then we should have enough to just be able to make up.
If not, we might just buy a few bricks to patch in.
Oh yeah, that was a question I was going to ask. So we're literally running across here, aren't we? So we're okay. So it will literally be going onto the floor.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's
where
where
the sill is.
That's where the seal is going to
The
sit.
sill is. But we're also going to put some of that flash band up the back.
Yes.
Stop any water getting.
Yes. Okay. All right. What's next? Should we mark the windows where they're going to go?
Yes. Can we get this? That's not old. That's not old much anyway. Look.
Oh, what is it? Is it rotten? Is that rotten wood?
Yeah.
So let's get the stud up then, eh?
Yeah. Let's get this piece of wood out here so we can mark our windows.
It's supporting, just.
Door sits on here.
Okay.
Then that's the sill. All right.
Yep.
So.
Come out about that much, will it? Because we need to make sure there's obviously enough clearance there as well, don't we? To the floor, is that?
Yeah, yeah.
So it will need to
Oh,
come
we
up
got
a
enough
little
height.
bit,
Do you remember we left it 10 mil short, 20 mil short?
Do we
When
have enough
measured
height?
it? Yeah, we've got enough height, yeah.
Because we're going to have there's then going to be a 50 mil from here, isn't there?
Then there's going to be 50 mil.
So how big?
Then your stud.
So we're going to flatten this right there. Make sure it's in line, yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. Hope so. Stick this up.
Yep.
That's all right. Is that okay? Yep. And then screws in the others. Right, I'm just removing the last few bits for the electrics to make our lives easier, because otherwise if we start putting wood up and stuff here, it's going to be more difficult to take it out. So I'm just taking all of this stuff off now. And we're probably not going to be doing any work in the light, in the dark, sorry, so we're not going to need any light in here. And even if we do, I've got some stuff. I've got a couple of lights from indoors that I can bring out. Okay, well we skipped forward a little bit. Lee had to run somewhere and get a, he said it was a circular saw.
Cutting disc, but
Cutting disc.
I wanted to get the blocks out delicately, but
And then, so we basically,
it's all come out anyway. So.
we've got our uprights in now, which are
It's supporting the roof.
supporting the roof. So what's then happened is a lot of the brickwork has come out and we can really start envisioning where we are. So are you just taking out the remainder of this, or
Well, that's our
go
door.
up to there?
That's our door. That's our door.
Yeah.
So we're going to need to take this out. We're going to need some sand cement. We're going to have to start building these blocks back in.
So is that what you want me to do now? Go get sand cement?
Yeah, I think so. Let's get some sand cement.
That's the next part.
I'm going to sort out the brickwork at the bottom, and then we can look at working out where the door's going to go and build the brickwork back in.
When you say sorting the brickwork at the bottom,
Well, because that's got to be
just
lowered.
smashing it out.
That's got to be lowered, yeah.
And is it just a case of smashing it?
Well, no, I'm going to try and take them out nice and gently, and so we can reuse some of the bricks.
So is this deep? Oh no,
That's the old DPC, yeah.
because that's not like DPM, is it? The damp-proof membrane.
Well, no,
it does the same job.
It's the same job, but it's rubber. And the idea was it would have stopped any on the house. That would have been around just below floor level,
Yeah.
and it would have stopped any moisture getting up the brickwork and across the cavity
Right. Okay.
in a
fine.
house. But there's obviously no cavity in here.
So we're trying to keep these bricks as nice as we can, hey?
Well, we can reuse them, yeah.
We'll use some of them.
I mean, Might have to get a few, but there's no point in buying stuff we can reuse.
I've been promoted to go and get some bricks from B&Q, so I'm here to get 20 bricks, some cement and sand. I think 4 bags of sand, 1 bag of cement is what I'm going for. Lee's been very, very busy, as you can see. I now have no wall. Stud work up supporting the roof, which is really nice to see. And now, look, these bricks, look how nicely even, I say they came out, but obviously it had something going up here. And these look really nice. I don't know what this is, it's junk. And what Lee's gonna do now, he's just mixing some cement by hand. We've got some block work here. This is the end, this is where the end of the door is. And what Lee's gonna do is just gonna put the cement down here so that when we're putting in the sill, it's got something to sit on it. It's nice and level, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then we're good. And I think tomorrow's gonna be door day, as well as, we're not good, it won't be windows as well tomorrow, will it?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how we get on.
We'll see how we get on. But
We've got to build all this block work back and
yeah, at least door day. At least
make it
door
all
day.
nice.
I've done my B&Q trip, so here's my bricks that I picked up. These bad boys, £1.44 a block, a brick, disgusting. And then I got some cement, some general purpose cement, and then 4 bags of sand to go with that as well. And I did also do a little McDonald's trip as well. You need to eat. Oh, and this stuff as well, which is called plasticizer, and less waste, less weight apparently. Increases workability, reduces efflorescence. What's efflorescence?
I don't know.
No, neither do I.
Gives it elasticity.
It does what?
Gives it elasticity.
It apparently gives it elasticity, is what Lee's saying, and increases resistance to frost damage.
Makes it nice and easy to work with.
There we go, look, here he is. So this is DPM that we've left a little bit overcut, and this is for where the sill's going.
Well, I'm going to put another tray in there afterwards as well. So you can go and mix some cement in this bucket. 4 parts sand, 1 part cement. Mix up together, put another 4 trails of sand, another trail of cement, mix it all up in the bucket so it's all nice and same colour. 1,
2, 3, 4.
Mix it together.
And put a splash of that in now?
Huh?
Put a splash in now or do it after?
No. Get some more, get another 4 sand, 1 cement in there. Ideally we'd have a nice cement mixer or a shovel, but we haven't got it, so we'll do it that way.
How many do you do? Like 8 and 2, or do you do more than that?
Well, yeah,
or do we just go until? Yeah, I can see how increasingly hard this gets.
You haven't got a bucket, you haven't got a shovel, have you?
Shovel?
Yeah.
I've got a hoe. That could work or not?
No.
Yeah, mate, this is difficult, hey? You can do that now, really? Oh.
A little bit of water, but the plasticizer mixes it up together.
Uh-huh.
Makes it fluffy. In the old days,
so we're going with fluffy now.
In the old days, we'd have used fairy liquid. But then it was proven that fairy liquid was actually weakening it.
Really? That forearms like Popeye doing this. Is that okay or not?
Yeah, put a bit more in there. Make a bigger bucket full.
Hey?
Put a bit more in, make a bigger bucket full.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
4 sand, 1 cement.
Is there a mixing technique or not?
No, just what you're doing is fine.
Not that. And why don't you use your mixer?
Oh, it's just too thick for the mixer.
Is it?
Yeah. One consistency.
Look at that bad boy. Lovely jubbly.
You can put the sand on, you can put the cement on there, run your trail through it like that.
Yeah.
Make sure there's none hanging over the edges.
Yeah.
Put your block on it.
Do you put cement on here as well? For this side, do you put that on the block or do you put it on there?
You can put a bit on there. Hang on a minute, let me just put a bit of water on there. Just cleaned it all off before, but just get a bit of the dust off.
So like that?
Yep.
It doesn't matter if that goes there or it does.
See if you can put a bit on there. We'll pick that up after. That's it.
Is that how you do it, or you do it from the other side?
That's fine.
Yeah?
Yep.
Should I put some this side as well? Just like in there and stuff?
Yeah, if I take that. You sure you only want 1 brick width there between that and the door and the window? You want to maximise the wall space inside, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because of that, it makes sense.
So we're going to be building a pillar.
Okay. Do you want me to mix and you do the brick?
Can do, yeah.
Only because I know that we are going to be pushed for time and stuff, and I know you'll be a lot quicker at this than what I will. Now, you may laugh. I'm using a hoe to mix the sand and the cement, but it's working because we don't have 2 trowels.
Or a cement mixer.
Say again?
Or a cement mixer or a shovel.
Or a cement mixer or a shovel. So we're making do with what we got. And I feel like it's doing an okay job, to be honest. Wouldn't be very JDT if I'd done things normally, that's for sure.
Well, there you go. See?
It's very on brand. What do they say? If it floats, it floats. What is it? What's that saying?
If it what?
If she works, she works. If she floats, she floats. No?
No.
Ali is looking very, very confused right now. What I'm saying is that if it talks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, or swims like a duck,
Then it is a duck.
then chances are it's a duck. So this is where we're going to have exactly what I was talking about a second ago. The block work for the window separation and the door. So door here, then window, and that's how thick it's going to be. So I think it's going to look all right. Lee's done an incredible job so far. I'm just the mixer, plain and simple. I'm just mixing stuff up. We're leaving that for the time being and just seeing where we're at afterwards. But luckily, touch wood, no massive rain yet, is there, Lee? So
No, not yet.
this is not going to be the most flattering angle in any way, shape or form. So I'm really, really sorry. However, what I will say, I'm going to change angle. I am shattered. I can't imagine how Lee feels because he's done the bricklaying and all those things, which I'll show you in a second. But I am tired from the mixing. I had to make various trips to B&Q today and get lots of blocks and stuff. But I think it's fair to say Lee has done a lot today. Let me show you. I'm really sorry if you can hear the wind right now. These are the blocks, these big ones, 16 of them. And then also got some more sand and some cement because we need it. But this is how we are looking. Look, it's weird to think this is going to be my front door of my office. Look at it. Crazy. Smack bang in the middle. How crazy is that? You can see where the windows are going to go. Literally, one's going to go right there, and then one will go the other side. Well, you can't really see because they're covered at the moment, but the remainder of the bricks are for obvious places, as you can tell. But this is the bottom as well. So the outside will be rendered completely and then painted. So it doesn't really matter about all this mismatch, and I'm sure that we'll be able to do a decent enough render job, but that's how we're looking, hey? And just to confirm, this is the inside. A lot of the uprights have been put in. There's been one doubled up over there, a couple of noggins as well. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to catch up with Lee before he left today because I was at B&Q and then I got stuck in all of the traffic from the Saints game. But you can see, again, he's done the frames for the windows. Ah, okay. So you can actually see, if I go like that we've got the window frame cut out and exactly the same, identically on the other side. Nothing else been done to it, by the way, except for the windows and doors, which are going to be finalised, hopefully, tomorrow. I say hopefully because Lee may potentially be busy for especially the morning. I'm not too sure about the afternoon, but then we can hope to get the windows and doors finished off. Then, after stud work, windows and doors, I think we're talking about big boy first fix electrics. So I, again, need to get a move on and decide where I want what because I've still not done that. Next day, actually. And let me tell you something. Last night, it rained, it poured, and this man behind me said, "Don't worry, Joey.
Trust me.
It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it." And I said, "Yeah, of course. I trust you. I trust you, Lee." And when I woke up and heard the absolute battering outside, there was a few curse words exchanged in my brain. I was up for 2 hours, and but lo and behold, and he was saying, "I bet he's cursing me." To which exactly I was doing that. But we've got no, I'm going to use the term water ingress on the inside at all. There's nothing.
No, because you trusted me.
Because I trusted him, and it's absolutely clean. And look at the phenomenal job that he's done. Look at that. I'll tell you one thing, Lee. These pillars aren't going anywhere, are they? These are solid now. Amazing, look at that.
Don't wobble them.
Could I?
No.
No, okay.
No, it's still too fresh.
All right, fine, all right. So today's aim of the game, windows and doors, you reckon?
Sort out the damp proofing at the bottom of the door.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't want any water getting in there under the door, going in.
And you said you've cut the sill as well,
The sill's cut.
which is in there. There we go.
That's
how it looks.
the position of the door, obviously going to be level. The door's going to go onto the sill, and then we're going to fix it in onto this DPC.
And then, like I said yesterday, I got all of these. So I've got these bad boys. They're going to go in with the sand, cement, and hopefully we should have a sort of semi-finished product by the end of today. So lovely jubbly. And inside is no different, actually, except for the fact that, like I said yesterday, at the end of the day, Lee's done the framework for the windows. My hair is an absolute mess. Shall provide you more updates as we go. All that water, look. Should we drain it first? Stand it up for a bit? Not.
That's right.
Sit down for a sec.
Nice and gently onto that.
He's coming over your way a little bit, I think.
Oh yeah, it's going to go over.
Look at that. That's not bad, is it?
No, it's not bad.
You've got to be happy with that.
We'll get the brackets in as well, yeah.
You've got to be happy with that, though.
Yeah. What does it look like?
Put it in this way a little bit.
Nope. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
It's only going to go up a little.
I shouldn't even need to bend down when coming in, should I really?
Not really. It's only going to go up an inch. Right, okay, so what I want to do is fix these brackets on. Yeah, I'm just going to mark where the brackets are going to go.
Do you want me to just lean it forward then?
Just hold it on. Just hold it.
Just lean it on me. And then
No, we're going to put it away so I can get the brackets through anyway.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
This is definitely the inside, is it? How can you tell it's the inside?
Because the door's open outward.
Good.
So we need to get this out now without disturbing these blocks here.
Okay.
So if we can pull it out at the top first, I think.
Good, my end. Should we just hold it here?
Yeah, if you hold it
I
there.
can literally just hold it. If I am still recording, which I believe I am, Lee's now installing 190mm metal brackets. I think they're just zinc, aren't they, Lee? Look like zinc.
Yeah.
So not very expensive. I think they were £6 for a pack of 10. We got 20. And we're going to do, is it 4 that side, mate?
4 down each side, yeah.
Yeah, so 4 that side, 4 this side, and screw it to the 2x2 bits of wood. Because we don't want to drill into the brick, Lee. I'm right in saying that.
No, not really.
We don't want to crack it or damage it, do we?
No, we haven't got much substance in that pillar.
And then we're also going to put a few screws up into the wood at the top as well. And then we've got more of the zinc metal platings for the windows themselves. Was it 4 on each window?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. Now, as you can see, windows and doors are getting there. They look to be in, right? And again, credit to Lee, done a fantastic job doing it. I think everything is nice and level. Everything is nice and level from top to bottom. It fits really, really nicely around the frame, and look how much of a spot on measurement it was on the brickwork as well. So everything's gone well in that regards. And then at the bottom, we've just kind of packed out a little bit, and then that'll be cement underneath the sill to just ensure that it stays where it needs to stay. But everything's screwed in, and I thought everything was going fine until, I've shut the door now. Well, if I'm being more than honest, there's a couple of things that have gone wrong. So number one, for some reason, when I close this door, look, can you see how much it's hitting? That's about, I'd say, probably right at the end, you've got about 3 mil, 2 or 3 mil worth of difference there. And I've tried everything, supposedly, on these hinges. So we got one hinge down the bottom, you've got a hinge here, and then you've finally got one at the top. And supposedly you've got the 2 Allen key ones here. These are a 2 mil, I think these are a 5 mil. And it's not made the slightest difference. Supposedly a lot of the weight distribution happens when you actually put the glass in. So we've not yet put the glass in. It's called heel and toe or toe and heel, one of them. And we've not done that yet. So our final thing is going to be to fit that in and see if that shifts the weight distribution for the door. Don't know if it's something like a manufacturer fault or whether it's just something that we're doing wrong, but we need to put the glass in. Hopefully it's going to shift the weight a little bit so the door kind of comes up and then it opens nice and easy. Because at the moment you can't. You have to literally hold the door up and then push out or pull, whatever it is, and you can't open the door, which isn't great for a door, as you can imagine. Second issue, which I was so angry at myself. Pieces of glass there. So I've got one there, and I've also got one there. That's one of the doors. If I go over to the other bits of glass, what do we have there, Joey? Hey, what has happened? I can't tell you what's happened because this piece of glass has not moved, And the only way that we know that there was a crack is that when I lifted it, because Lee said, get us the glass and then we can put it in the door and see if that helps with the weight. He was like, that's cracked at the bottom. And I was like, what? I said, did you hear a crack? He said, no, I didn't hear a crack. I said, I didn't hear a crack either. So I don't know if something's hit it, or I don't know what's happened, because it's not left the same place. I don't know why it's got a crack in it. I now have a piece of glass that needs replacing. However, I've still got the issue with the door that needs solving about being able to shut it. So I'm now going to contact another company who is local to me. And then I think what I'm also going to do is just get them to do the rest of it. Tell me about the situation with the door, if it's a manufacturer issue or whether, I don't think it's been hung incorrectly, like as in around the outside. The fit, I think that's perfect. And we've looked with the leveler. Lee's really good at what he does as well. So I don't think that is the case. And if it's something like the hinges and they're not in the correct position, well, again, that's probably fault of the manufacturer, because it should be ready-made to just put up, you know. But I'm gonna have to do that and update you on that situation. So that's probably going to be, you know, a few days before they can come up and quote the glass and all of those things. So I'm actually going to end it here. But as you know, this is how we look. We've still not put the block work in. Hopefully that's going to be in the next episode. And yeah, it just sucks a little bit. I think things were maybe going a little bit too well. We've ran into our first hurdle, shall we say. I already ended this video a couple of shots ago, but then all of this was going on, so I thought I'd include it. I don't know when the next one's going to be up. People wanted an update as well, so I hope that if this is a little bit shorter, again, I don't know until I've edited it. If it is a little bit shorter, I hope that's okay, because a lot of people are asking me for updates about the garage. This is where we currently are. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and as always, I shall see you in the next one. Will we get it sorted? I hope so. Peace.